Bonjour et bonne année 2024. Welcome to a brand new adventure on Paris Top Tips. Today marks the beginning of an exciting series where we embark on captivating 1 or 2 day trips out of Paris, exploring the hidden gems and historical wonders that surrounds my magnificent city. I can't wait to take you on today's journey filled with culture, history, and breathtaking landscapes. Our first destination is just a train ride away from the bustling streets of Paris. We'll be departing from the iconic Gare of Saint-Lazare, heading west towards a place that holds a rich tapestry of medieval charm and wartime history. We're taking the train to Bayeux in Normandy. On the first of our 2 days in Normandy, we'll visit this picturesque medieval city, known for its cobblestone streets, timber-framed houses, beautiful cathedral, and of course, the world-famous Bayeux Tapestry. But that's not all. On day 2, we'll embark on a road trip in the heart of Normandy. Our mission? To discover the poignant history of the D-Day beaches, explore the solemn memorials, and pay homage to the heroes who changed the course of history. This journey isn't just about discovering new landscapes. It's about connecting with the past, honoring sacrifices, and understanding the profound impact of history. Buckle up for a 2 day expedition, weaving through time and creating memories that last a lifetime. Let the adventure begin. This video will be quite long, so if you're short on time, feel free to skip ahead using the chapters I've created. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join me as I explore the wonders beyond Paris. Our Bayeux journey commences at the exquisite Hotel Le Lion d'Or, a splendid 4-star accommodation that I wholeheartedly recommend for your stay. Bayeux stands as a rare treasure, a place that has skillfully preserved its history and authentic heritage. The city proudly displays an exceptionally rare architectural legacy. Spared for the bombings of 1944, the city stands as a testament to its rich history. Among its treasures are magnificent landmarks, including the beautiful river mills, the towering spires of Notre Dame Cathedral, and numerous other captivating sights. If you find yourself in Bayeux on Wednesday or Saturday mornings, seize the opportunity to explore the vibrant market. Along the Aure river, there were many tanners and dyers in the Middle Ages. Today, mainly tourists. This diminutive dwelling claims the title of the smallest house in France. Just behind this splendid hotel lies the Musée de la Tapisserie de Bayeux, a must-visit for enthusiasts of the Bayeux tapestry. This remarkable embroidered cloth, measuring almost 70 meters in length and 50 centimeters in height, unfolds the dramatic events preceding the Norman conquest of England in 1066. This historic masterpiece captures the clash between William, Duke of Normandy, and Harold II, King of England, culminating in the pivotal Battle of Hastings. Thought to be from the 11th century shortly after the Battle of Hastings, the Bayeux Tapestry intricately weaves a tale of this defining historical moment. Let's now walk to the original home of the tapestry, the stunningly beautiful Bayeux Cathedral. The Cathedral of Our Lady of Bayeux, a Roman Catholic church, stands as a French national monument and serves as the seat of the Bishop of Bayeux and Lisieux. In the courtyard of the old Episcopal Palace stands the Liberty Plane Tree, towering at 30 meters with a trunk circumference of 6 meters. Planted in 1797, it is a rare survivor among the Liberty trees from the aftermath of the French Revolution of 1789, making the Bayeux plane tree a remarkable historical relic. This magnificent half-timbered house is the Bayeux Lace Conservatory. The cathedral was consecrated on the 14th of July 1077 in the presence of William, Duke of Normandy and King of England. Let's give it a visit. The nave has two levels. The large Romanesque arcades of the lower level date from the 12th century, while the upper level, in Gothic style, is from the 13th century. The crypt dates from the 11th century, therefore from the first construction of the cathedral, that was partly built in 1105. The seventh staircase, descending between the nave and the transept, indicate the change in elevation envisioned by the architect. Dating from the years 1220 to 1240, the choir includes 3 levels in 4 spans. The organ is classified as a historic monument. At 104 meters long, the cathedral is 78 meters high. Now let's finish our stroll on the cobblestone streets of Bayeux. Dating back to the 14th century, the house with wooden sides at the corner of Rue Saint-Martin and Rue des Cuisiniers stands as one of the oldest preserved wooden structures in Normandy. The central part of the building is in stone, and around it, the structure is made of wooden sides. Our adventure continues into day 2, where you can either embark on a road trip with a rental car or team up with a local agency for an expert guided tour. Our journey will commence at the Bayeux War Cemetary and span 189 kilometers, concluding at the historic Pegasus Bridge. The Bayeux War Cemetery is the largest World War II cemetery of Commonwealth soldiers in France. The cemetery contains 4,648 burials. Cambe is the largest German war cemetery in Normandy and contains the remains of over 21,200 German military personnel. The cemetery is administered by the Volksbund Deutsche Kriegsgräberfürsorge, the German War Graves Commission. More than 80% of German soldiers buried here were not even 20 years old. Let's press on with our journey and make our way to Utah Beach. Situated on the Cotentin Peninsula, west of the mouths of the Douve and Ver rivers, Utah Beach is the westernmost of the 5 codenamed landing beaches in Normandy. The goal at Utah was to establish a beachhead on the Cotentin Peninsula, strategically positioning to secure vital port facilities at Cherbourg. Primarily executed by US troops, the amphibious assault was complemented by airborne landings the night before. At Utah Beach, infantry and tanks made landfall in 4 successive waves, starting at 6:30 a.m., swiftly securing the immediate area with minimal casualties. The truth is, soldiers landing here were considerably more fortunate than their counterparts at Omaha Beach. The 4th US Infantry Division landed 21,000 troops on Utah Beach, at the cost of only 197 casualties. But the airborne troops arriving by parachute and glider, which numbered an additional 14,000 men, had 2,500 casualties. The airborne units were assigned the critical mission of securing the pivotal crossroads at Sainte-Mère Église and controlling the causeways through the flooded farmland behind Utah, facilitating the advance of the infantry inland. Pointe du Hoc was another crucial D-Day engagement, where US Army Rangers scaled cliffs to neutralize German artillery, which was threatening the Normandy landings. Despite challenging conditions and intense resistance, the Rangers successfully secured the position, preventing German artillery from targeting Allied forces on Utah and Omaha beaches. But the battle at Pointe du Hoc was costly for the Rangers, with a significant numbers of casualties. At the end of the first 2 days of action, the initial Ranger landing force of 225 soldiers was reduced to about 90 fighting men. Omaha Beach was the deadliest landing point on the Normandy coast. It witnessed the loss of 2,400 American soldiers' lives out of the 34,000 who landed on its shores during D-Day. Omaha Beach posed immense challenges for Allied force on D-Day, marked by strong German defenses, daunting cliffs, and intense gunfire, resulting in a difficult and costly landing. Mulberry harbors were ingenious temporary portable harbors devised by the Allied forces to expedite the swift unloading of cargo onto Normandy beaches during the Allied invasion. There was one Mulberry Harbor on Gold Beach and this one on Omaha Beach near Arromanches. On June 19th, a fierce storm inflicted extensive damage to the Mulberry Harbor, rendering it inoperable. The severity of the damages forced abandonment, leading the Americans to resort to landing personnel and materials directly on the open beaches. The Normandy American Cemetary and Memorial in Ville-sur-Mer is a poignant World War II cemetery dedicated to honoring the sacrifice of American troops who lost their lives in Europe during the war. The cemetery, spanning 172 acres, holds 9,388 burials. The cemetery is the most visited cemetery of those maintained by the American Battle Monuments Commission, with 1 million visitors a year. France has granted the United States a special perpetual concession to the land occupied by the cemetery. Among the numerous graves, only 4 women are interred here. This chapel has been erected by the United States of America in grateful memory of our sons who gave their lives in the landings on the Normandy beaches and the liberation of northern France. The memorial consists of a semicircular colonnade with a loggia at each end containing maps and narratives of the military operations. At the center is a 22-foot bronze statue entitled "The Spirit of American Youth Rising from the Waves." In a semicircular garden on the east side of the memorial are the walls of the missing. Engraved on these walls are the names of 1,557 soldiers whose remains were not found. Rosettes mark the names of those since recovered unidentified. Most of them were lost at sea. The British Normandy Memorial near the village of Ver-sur-Mer was unveiled on the 6th of June 2021. The memorial records the name of 22,442 people from more than 30 countries under British command who were killed in Normandy from the 6th of June to the 31st of August 1944. The centerpiece of the memorial is a bronze sculpture by David William Ellis with larger-than-life-size statues of 3 soldiers coming ashore during the D-Day landings. Our penultimate stop today will be at the Bény-sur-Mer Canadian War Cemetery. Here, 2,044 graves contain the remains of Canadian soldiers from the 3rd Canadian Division and 15 airmen killed during the Battle of Normandy. The cemetery also includes 3 British graves and 1 French grave, for a total of 2,048 markers. Sword Beach, situated at the easternmost landing site during the invasion, was designated for capture by the British Army. The landings were achieved with low Allied casualties, but the advance from the beach was slowed by traffic congestion and resistance in defended areas behind the beach. By the end of D-Day, 29,000 soldiers had come ashore across Sword. Our final visit for today will be Pegasus Bridge. The Battle of Pegasus Bridge was a pivotal airborne assault, where British airborne troops successfully captured and defended the strategically vital bridge and held it until relieved by the main British invasion forces coming from Sword Beach. As we wrap up our exploration of Normandy's historic sites and memorials, let's honor the enduring spirit and sacrifices that defined the D-Day landings. If you enjoyed this video and would like more out of Paris content, please let me know in the comments. Your feedback is valuable and I'd love to bring you more adventures.